Why do I hear music?
It's me.
Ew.
I muted it.
Hello, everyone.
It's not
Why
me
do I hear
anymore.
music? Okay, Marsha, Julian. Ew.
I muted it.
Marsha, do you have YouTube open?
Probably.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We had double music playing.
It's pretty impressive.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you all for coming. This is our last show of 2021, so Happy New Year to everyone. So I am happy to have my guests on with me tonight. I have Julian is here, and my YouTube BFF is closing the year out with me, Dale, Flippin Fiasco, and then I have my good friend Marsha from Red Cardinal. I have another panel that I've met everybody in person. That is amazing.
Huh.
I've met so many people this year. That is awesome. So I've met everybody here. I am going to go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves so that you know who they are. And Richard and Mark will be dropping links to their channels. I'm hoping it motivates Marsha to make some videos because she hasn't made a video in over a year. So I'm tattling on her right away.
Oh, thanks, Kat.
All right, here is Dale first.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dale, also known as Flippin Fiasco, and I have been reselling for about 2 years now, doing YouTube for 2 years also. So thank you, Kat and Julian, for having me on the show, and thank you to our moderators in the chat for dropping links, and happy to be here, and super happy that I get to be the last in your last live for the year. That worked out really well.
The last live. All right, here's Miss Marsha. Marsha, I'm making you big.
Hey, everyone. I'm Marsha, Red Cardinal Treasures. Part-time East-based seller for about 2 years, although I started selling about 2003 a little bit here and there, but seriously, a couple years. I do have an Instagram and a YouTube. Like she said, I don't really do much on those, but she's going to keep pushing me, I know. And I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and I am glad to be here tonight.
All right, here we come. All right. So Duncan knows that, well, last week I got through all the questions. I will tell you, I got through all of the questions last week. I was impressed with myself. So Duncan always gets his questions in first, and he's asking the easiest question ever, right? To you, what is the meaning of life? And how does reselling help improve your lifestyle, Dale?
That's
really easy. Really easy.
Yeah.
Super
we'll
easy
sip
question.
on some water while you answer that.
Life is love.
Pretty good.
And reselling just I honestly, through our death pile destruction group, I feel like I have now self-diagnosed myself with ADHD. And so I think that it just helps me quiet my busy brain and do something that helps make me money with all of my nonsense going on in my brain. So there you go. That's the real truth.
That's it.
Oh gosh. Meaning of life, I guess just to live it to the fullest, have fun, and reselling help improve my lifestyle. Makes you realize that stuff isn't important. It's how you spend time with people and family.
That's a good answer.
Julian?
So I would say almost the same thing. Like it would be the meaning. Like mine was the reason why I start this whole thing is because I didn't like what I was doing and I was miserable. So I was making decent money being miserable, but you know, why do that to yourself? Why be miserable like every day at work that I hated? So I got out of that and started reselling, and I love it. And like I was telling Kat in the panel, I went fishing today because you have that opportunity when you work for yourself. Now, again, I have to like work, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to come home and work, but I could take 4 hours off to go fish with my dad this morning. So it's really not that bad.
Yes. Yeah. And I think the meaning of life is to be happy and help other people be happy. I love teaching. So like my channel means a lot to me. Teaching people means a lot. And I don't know if it's because it's the end of the year, but the last few days I've gotten several really long emails, and I'm okay with that about how I help change their lives, and that's very, very meaningful to me. And it's kind of a good purpose when I'm here to like help and support and motivate. And the Death Pile Destruction group is definitely a good thing for the motivation. And as far as improving lifestyle, I'm home more. I get to spend more time with family. If I want to leave for a week to go to Pennsylvania and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I can, and meet all of these amazing people that are in the community. And yeah, making friends, having fun, and making money. You know, you can't neglect you have to, obviously we have to pay our bills, but yeah.
That's true.
All right. Duncan likes to get his 3-question limit out of the way. He said his 2022 goals are to eat more pizzas and keep on selling. What are your 22 reselling and personal goals? We're going to Duncan's asking for like hour-long answers. We're going to sum it up.
He is, my goodness. Okay, so I have been thinking about this. And I mean, I feel like though my goals haven't changed. So I feel like I have to set more concrete goals because my goals are always like, well, I need to list more and I need to list the things that I already have. And so I feel like I need to set more concrete goals for myself. So I have been hovering at like is it 300? Maybe it's, but I want to set like a number listing goal of like, I want to get up to this many items. So then I can break that down into like how much I have to list per week. I will probably like set a weekly goal of how much I have to list. And because like, I seriously, like, I don't need to do sourcing because I still just have so much to work through. So I need to go through everything I have and either donate it or get it listed. And then I can get back to the fun thing, which is sourcing.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, and then the big thing for me too will be taxes. This will be the first year. I mean, it's for 2021, but that I'm doing taxes as a reseller. So I officially like submitted my papers to be an LLC, and like I'm going to be working with a CPA to do my taxes. So I kind of feel like, again, I put my big girl panties on and I'm like moving in the right direction. So I'm still working on setting those like more concrete goals, but I definitely, I love doing that. I love the whole year-end refresh, refocus, like the start, stop, continue. Like what should I start doing that I haven't been doing? What should I stop doing that hasn't been working for me? And what should I continue doing that has been going well?
I'm going to keep it a little more simple.
I told you.
Reselling goals. I want to up my ROI, start sourcing better items after I get through my death pile. I'm not going to source at all until I get my death pile done. And then personal goals is just to pay off some debt. Get debt free.
Nice. Reselling goals would be continue on what I'm doing, just being consistent, being a little bit more consistent. This year I kind of did slack a little bit here and there, but being more consistent, raising the ROI would be very nice, but I know myself and I'll still buy $5 sockets all day long for some reason. It's just
Right.
that's what I'll do, but definitely be more consistent, slightly more organized when it comes to my inventory. Today I tried to find a piece and it just didn't work out that well. So more organization when it comes to inventory, and then definitely more consistent in listing, probably going back to every day, at least 10 a day, 20 a day, something like I was doing in the beginning. And personal goals, I got a whole bunch, but I don't know what's an easy one. I don't know. They're out there. YouTube would be definitely to grow my YouTube. That would be a quick personal goal.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, I just made a video for this that I'm putting out Friday, and it is it's not long. It's like 15 minutes, but basically increasing I want to get to like 5,000 listings by the end of 2022. I'm sitting at 3,800 right now. So that's basically listed. That's listing 100 more than I sell every month. Like the 12 months would get me to 5,000. Between me and my niece listing. And then I want to pay off my car. That's my big personal goal. And it's $19,000. It's a lot of money. I would have to put $1,600 a month towards it. So it's pretty significant, but I feel like I can do it by increasing my ROI and listing more. So the reselling and personal kind of fall hand in hand and rely on each other for sure. Okay, Duncan's question every week, and he says it's his last one, but it will not be his last one. One good reselling tip.
I feel like I say the same thing every time I'm here, is just get it listed. Like that's like my number one tip, because it's not going to sell if you don't have it listed. So like, I just have to keep telling myself that, because I'm still, working full time, and then, having family members who would like my attention in the evenings. Like, it's just hard for me to focus on listings. So I mean, honestly, that's my basic: get it listed.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
I'd say one tip is to start easy and simple. Don't just go full force into stuff you don't know anything about, or big items that are harder to ship. Just start simple until you kind of learn the basics, and then scale up from there.
I like it. I'm going to say start. I always say the same thing, but I always say start with things around your house.
But for new people, that's a great tip.
Yeah, because I'm actually doing a video on that, and just starting with things that I wasn't using around the house. I took my camera around, was like, oh, I'm not using this. And then I'm showing how you can build something very small into something fairly large in about 60 days.
Yeah, and it's not hard, but it's work. That's the big thing. Is that it's actual work. I love doing it. That's one of the biggest things for me for reselling, is it doesn't feel like work, because I like doing it. And I've been realizing, for me, my worst thing, I don't have a problem listing. I have a problem putting it away after it's listed. So I will have like piles and totes that need to be like put in their places, and I don't. And then I'm like, I just listed that. Where is it? I put some stuff up today I listed a month ago that was sitting in the tote in the shed. And I was like, oh, it's renewing in 20 hours. That means it's been up for a month. That's great. So I would say make an organization system so you can find the stuff and put it away after you list it as quick as possible. I now am taking, like, when I go out to pull inventory to ship, I'm taking a cart full out with me. I empty the cart and then I bring stuff back in. So that way I'm getting through, because like some of the clutter in here is listed. It's just, and I need to get it out of the actual shed. Look, he thought I wasn't going to put this up, but I'm going to put it up here. Duncan wants to know, how is the death pile destruction group going? Are there any troublemakers? I'm not going to name names, but we have had some issues. We have had some issues, and somebody told me our group was a not so nice word group earlier this morning. So yeah. So my big thing on my channel and in the group is I want everybody to remain positive. Don't call names. It's like kindergarten. Like, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And then I'm trying to tell people, like, if those not nice people come on your thread, like, do not engage with them. Do not engage. Just report them to us. We will take care of them. Because then you put yourself at risk for getting kicked out because they're being a dum-dum and you're just like defending yourself. So, and I'm sure, and speaking of Dom's group, I'm sure he has way more, because he has like 30 something thousand, but he has like an army of moderators. But moderating these groups can be difficult, and people take stuff personally, and we're like, you're just not following the rules. And it's as simple as that. Follow the rules, read the rules, and that's it. Dom had an amazing sale. He sold a modern man with Jane Mansfield for $750, which is absolutely amazing. I've tried the comic thing. Dom does amazing with comics. I will be live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Primetime Treasure Hunters channel. And Mark and Richard have the link to that. So set reminders. Come over and watch me and Dom tomorrow. And it'll be right after my 8:30 premiere. So it'll be really good timing. Jeremy wants to know, who would list an entire delicate set of breakables knowing it would be a 2 to 4 hour packing job if the money was right?
This chick would, up here.
Which way you going in? That way.
I'm starting to just, I need to keep it simple for myself right now because again, I'm just part-time and doing this, on top of my 8 to 5 job. So I'm finding that I just I don't have the time to invest in Breakables or the patience. So so yeah, not me.
An entire set of like China or something, no. I would part it out in different like sets of 4, but I have no problem selling and shipping Breakables, but in a smaller scale.
My number right off the bat is at least $500. That would be like the minimum that I'm going to tackle that for. So if it was over $500, absolutely, I would sit there and pack. I'll wrap them up. I'll watch cats how to pack videos. I would do it for $500. But other than that, I would almost start parting it out if it was.
I just sent this tiny little thing that was in its original box, and I wrapped it, and I thought I packed it so good, and it broke. And I'm just like,
more bubble wrap is the answer to that question.
That's so frustrating.
That's not a question. I do not do it. But here's the thing. People have made me do it. And what do I mean by that? I part them out. I do 4 plates, 4 cups, 4 salad plates, and those suckers go right on and buy them all. That happened to me twice, and it was over $700 each time. And I did do it. It took 3 boxes, and I did it, but I would not purposefully make myself have to do that. I will separate them out because I would separate them out. Jeremy, we are not going to get the full Mercari story tonight. I recorded it right before we went live. It is already recorded. I have to edit it. It will be out at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'm making people wait. The Pixie Picker, please don't make us wait. I'm making you wait. All I will say is if you were on Mercari, I would close your account right now and wait for my video tomorrow. That's what I would say to you. That's what I would say.
I can't wait for the video.
Hello, Dennis. Thank you for coming in. Dennis wants to know, how was everyone's Christmas sales?
Well, like I said, I've been reselling for 2 years now, and I have found that December is just not the month for me for selling because I just have too much going on. I mean, I can come up with all the excuses in the world, but bottom line, it has now been 2 years in a row that YouTube and reselling has just taken a back seat in the month of December. So my Christmas sales were not fantastic, but I know exactly the reason for that. So it is what it is.
I didn't see a bump at all, but it was consistent.
I had a pretty big, it was like after Thanksgiving into December, really, to be honest with you, is when I killed it for like a week to 2 weeks. And then it kind of was consistent, but trickled downward through until Christmas Day.
So I'm looking, Christmas Day, I did $262. And then I have done over $300 every day since today. Well, today is at $295. I've actually been maintaining a $300 sale level pretty consistent for a while now. I am almost at $18,000 for December. So yeah, mine are really, really good. Jeremy wants to know now he's trying to use all his questions. All new boxes, recycled boxes, or a combination. Look, if Duncan's limited to 3, I'm staying with him. Duncan, you're rubbing off on Jeremy now.
Yeah, I definitely do a combination. And I will say that what I have found that I do is that for Poshmark, because I don't have to worry about the weight or anything, generally I'll just grab a priority postage.
Yeah, because you can use any priority box. Yeah.
Yeah, I can use any priority box. So for Poshmark sales, I just don't even think about it. Just grab a priority box. But then for eBay, I get a little more creative and will recycle boxes.
I mostly do new boxes from the post office and then for priority and use my coupon for eBay boxes.
I'm probably like mostly if it's going priority, mostly priority, but I have a big box pile that I pick from daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably am like 60% not recycled, 40% because I'll use everything I have. Like whatever comes in the mail for a couple days will go out within the next couple days. I sold my big Hager ram and I had to use like my giant Amazon box that the dog food comes in. And then I cut it down, but it was like exactly wide enough. So that was on my front porch still with dog food. So I had to like get all the dog food out and then put the Hager in there. So I do a combination. So Naomi is saying, Julian, she watched one of your shows and she started the Snap-on sale trend. So she said she needs to send hers back to get a signed one.
I already told her that I'm going to have one en route to her. She hits me up on IG because, I have to find her address. But she definitely deserves a signed one for free.
Yes, she started the selling of the paperweights.
Hands down.
For sure. It's so funny how that stuff happens. It's so funny.
I saw you said something about the paperweights are selling, and I was like, I missed it. I'm not even sure. Do you have one there that you can show us?
No, I only actually I only have 10 left. I think I only
Are
have
you
5.
serious? But that's because you sent everybody extras, right?
Well, I stopped. People actually sent them back to me. They were like, "Hey, you sent me way too many," and they sent me some back. They were like, "They're selling so fast. Send them, sell them again." And I was like, "This is insane." But no, I sold I think over 100 so far.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Don't feel bad.
And it all started from a question on the live show. That's what it started from. That is amazing.
That's great.
First Saturday's thrift. Kat, how did you know that the crab jewelry and Kajina dolls would bring good money when you first bought them? I did not. Well, the Kachina dolls I do because I've been selling them. So the first Kachina I found in my little local thrift store. And then after that, I have learned like to look at them. I look at the signatures. I look at which doll it is. And I have like gained knowledge. I also had a subscriber send me a book. I bought a book on Kachinas. So I've tried to learn a little bit more. The crabs, I had no idea that one would sell for over $400. I bought the crabs. The reason I bought them because all I saw were piles of like little jewelry, plastic bags. That's all I saw. And it said lot of crab brooches. That is it. And my thinking behind it when I bought them was I can sell a crab brooch for like 10 to 15 bucks, right? Non-name, just like a basic brooch. And if I'm getting 30 of them for $60, I'm $2 in. So that's at least 5 times my money. And I got lucky. There were high dollar ones in there. But even if they had all sold at $10, I still would have 5 times my money. And that's what I think of when I buy most of my lots. Sometimes I do know there are high dollar things, but most of the time I don't. That's just researching what you have. And I'm not like, oh, let me throw this Christian Dior crab brooch up for 15 bucks because I paid 2. No, I'm going to research it. I'm going to look it up on WorthPoint. And see what it's worth, see what it's sold for. And a lot of those, like none had sold. And one of them I found similar on WorthPoint, but that color was never available. So I priced higher than the highest comp and I got it. So yeah.
And was that a high bid lot?
It was 6 high bid lots and I lost 8 of them. Do you know how pissed I am? I lost 8 of them after finding out what was in them.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, man, I should have bid more, but I didn't know. Yeah. But I will probably never, ever come across another lot of crab brooches. That was a once in a lifetime thing. But now I will look at crab brooches whenever I'm wherever, if I see a crab brooch.
Yeah. And was that
I will never it was like a true collector. Like there were probably 500 crab things.
Was it all like run through an auction house?
Yeah, in South Florida.
And they just listed, I can't see, like, I feel like
they separated some. They did not know. Yeah. So I think they separated out like the 12 karat, 14 karat gold ones, but all the ones that I've sold for $200, $300, $400 are all costume jewelry. None of those are sterling. They're not gold. It's just the name brand. And so I think they thought they got all the valuable ones. They would probably kick themselves if they watch my videos and see what they missed, because I think what they're thinking was, let's pull out the gold and the silver, and then we're going to throw the rest of this stuff in a pile. And I mean, there were hundreds of them. So it would realistically, like the time to look through every single one and look it up is just not, probably wouldn't be feasible for an auction house, you know? And I'm glad it wasn't feasible. But that's how I get the high dollar stuff in the box lots too. Cause I think they get tired of stuff and then they just like, oh, here, or like Julian and me, like the linen closets or the attic or whatever. They're just over that house and here have all this stuff. And that's where you find the treasures a lot of time.
Ain't that the truth?
Miss Lois wants to know, what did we all do for a living before reselling? Not all of us do reselling for a living, just FYI. But so what do we do for a living if we're not doing reselling?
So I work for a credit union in the marketing department, and I have done that for like 20. I mean, I've been at my current job for almost 7 years, but I've been in financial services marketing for many, many years.
And I am currently a real estate agent. I've been doing that for 16 years. And prior to that, I was a police officer for 10 and a half years.
Oh, wow.
So
I also was a police officer.
yeah.
He could say, yeah, what she said.
Yeah, but
Minus real estate.
We got each other 6.
minus real estate.
And I am still doing nursing, but I do make more income from reselling at this time in my life, which is lovely. I wish I knew the answer to this, Kathy. I don't know if anybody else does. What happened to the eBay camera?
It disappeared.
Gone.
Gone.
So weird.
So weird.
Google's is still there, though.
We don't know.
Would love to
Sad.
know. Although I will say,
Deborah,
it never worked that great for me.
no, I mean, it was not overly impressive, except the only thing it was impressive for me was like Vera Bradley patterns. It would pick them up like that when I had like the palette of Vera Bradley purses. But other than that, no, I wasn't overly impressed. Deborah G says, I'm having the most difficult time getting myself on a regular schedule. It seems like I'm always running here and there. I feel like I have too many reseller irons in the fire. Any thoughts?
I would ask what you enjoy selling the most. And that means photographing, listing, storing, inventorying, and then see if you can focus on that to maybe simplify things for yourself. And maybe from there, then you could set a schedule. So that's my thought for you.
Yeah, I would say actually write down a schedule, hour blocks or 2-hour blocks, until you kind of get into a rhythm and a routine and kind of know what you need to do each day.
I'm on agreement with that too. I would definitely that's what I do when I started. I would write down exactly what I had to do and I would block out times when I would have to do it. I don't do that anymore because now I have in my brain what I need to do. But when I first started, I would write down I need to list from this time to this time, go sourcing, post office, shipping, and then I'm in the rhythm now where I don't need it. But in the beginning, that's what I did. I actually physically wrote it down.
Yeah, and I put it in my phone now, and sometimes I write it down as well, and I think that kind of like lines things up for you. I think you need to get a system. Like a schedule could help. I've never been much of a schedule person. I'm actually trying to do that because I think I could be a little more productive with my time. And I know everybody thinks I do 5 million things, but you guys don't know how many hours I play Candy Crush every day. Dale does because she's in my contest. She knows how much I play Candy Crush.
That's funny.
I got a Candy Crush t-shirt for Christmas from my husband, if that tells you anything.
Me and Dale play Candy Crush.
I do too.
So, yeah, see, we play Candy Crush. So I'm trying to write things down, and I think a system. So like my system has been now, and I think it works well, photograph sets of 10 or 20 items. Then I have the photographs in my phone. If you're new and need to know the weights, make the last picture sitting on the scale. Put your scale next to your photo like setup. And then you can sit. I can't sit and play Candy Crush and list. I'm not going to lie. But I can sit and watch football or sit and watch NCIS, and I can list. or sit there and hang. Dalton likes to just sit in my lap and watch TV. So I can do that and be listing. So for me, that helps me because then once I do the photo part, I can do the listing part wherever I am. And I don't have to like have the stuff and be in one area. So I think finding out a system that works for you would kind of help and make it like a routine. So the schedule, writing it down, but make a routine of like, photograph like a batch, and I think batches really are easier. Photograph a batch, then you list them, and then you put them away. I need to learn the last part, but theoretically that's how it should go. Shannon wants to know if any of us have tried the new promoted listing, and if so, do you have any insight to share?
I have not tried the new version.
Nope.
No, I haven't either.
So the only one I have tried is the auctions let you promote them for like $2.99 or $1.99 for a 5-day. And I tried that on, I just ran 6 auctions, paid the $1.99 and none of them sold. So that is my insight. But the Hermes tie that I put on auction at $49.99 for a week with no bids just sold tonight for full price at $69.99. So when it doesn't sell on auction, I put it on buy it now for more money and it sold in 2 days. So that's a matter of the right buyer. I had watchers on all of them though, and I just didn't. The rest were Gucci shoes that I got. Richard, I am not banned from Candy Crush. No.
No.
I like listen, Dale, I don't know what level you're on, but like one of my coworkers, and I always see her on the contest too. She's on like level 6,000 and something. And I'm like, oh.
I'm at 4450.
Man, y'all are making me, I'm a Candy Crush slacker now.
I'm at like
Now I gotta
57.
What are you on?
Hang on, I'll look. It's embarrassing.
We're all looking at Candy Crush.
I don't
57.28.
Oh my God, I suck. I'm only at like 1,700. Okay.
And
Stick with
that's
your day
why
job.
my sales are down here and yours are up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play like my 5 lives, and then when I lose, I go on and do what I need to do.
In my defense, I have been playing Candy Crush for like 7 years.
Yeah, and mine died with my phone. So when I got my new phone, this is a whole new account. Naomi wants to know if any of us have a video on getting an LLC, or can you talk about how to go about it? I'm going to preface this with every single state is different.
Yes.
I used my accountant to file my LLC. I paid him to do it, which was nice. It was pretty easy. So that is probably an option. Dale, how did you do your own?
So yes, I did. So somebody, my financial planner recommended that I just use LegalZoom and do it that way. But then he said, but I also think that you could just look it up yourself. And so I did just like look it up myself. And in Pennsylvania, it was pretty clear from like reading a few things that I needed to file my articles of incorporation. And I also registered for a fictitious name, which I didn't have to do, but I decided that I wanted to register Flippin Fiasco as a fictitious name. So there were 2 forms that I've sent in and I'm still waiting to hear back.
Yeah, I actually had an LLC before in South Carolina. It's the same way. You just have to send in. Google will tell you exactly. Just research like LLC in my area, and they'll and in your actual state documents, there will be things that you need to fill out. You send in. It's actually fairly simple to get one. I had one for another business, but I don't have one for this one.
And I'm not an LLC, so I couldn't.
And I'll say the only reason
have to renew, you have to renew every year and send in articles or some crap. I just pay my accountant and tell him to send whatever needs to be sent.
Yeah, I would not necessarily have done it, but my financial planner recommended it because he said, like, God forbid you would sell something that somebody claimed hurt them or did some kind of harm to them and they wanted to come after you. If I'm an LLC, it's the limited liability of the LLC that then they could only go after the business and not my personal assets.
Yeah. And we might have to switch. I actually need to get with my accountant because we're so close to the end of the year. I might have to start doing like legal technical payroll, which means I might have to switch to an S corp, which is going to be a whole new ball game for me.
But I would say like it's a whole new ball game for your for your CPA, like for the person who's doing your
Right,
taxes.
but it probably means a whole new paycheck to him too.
Yeah,
because it's more
There's probably
complicated.
a lot more, yeah.
it is. But I will say, I purchased the Not Your Dad's CPA tax, like the Reseller Tax Academy, and I have learned so much by watching some of those videos. That's been like, I have off from my full-time job this week, and so like, yes, I've been binging some Schitt's Creek, but I've also been binging on Reseller Tax Academy.
Yeah, and I have no like urge to learn, so I know I won't even absorb it. Like I could watch that and I'd be like, because I just don't like. I don't.
Well, you have a guy. You got a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah,
I know a guy. But I might have to get in the S corp if I get into payroll, because then I'll have to pay work comp, and it just might be a whole lot more complicated. Because what we did last year is everything I paid my mom, I took off as profit. So I'm kind of anticipating I might be and I have money put away for taxes, but if I have to absorb my mom's pay plus my niece's, that's a lot of profit to say I'm getting that I'm not getting.
Yeah.
You know? So I might need to switch. And I'm pretty sure he said, like, if I wanted to start doing payroll, it's a service he offers. He does payroll, but I would have to switch to an S corp and it would change my filing, and it just, yeah. So I really need to talk to him, because if I need to do it, I think like January 1st would be the time to set something like that up.
Oh yeah.
Pal says, Kat, I'm listing an old world Cushman bedroom set and dining hutch, legit handiwork and heavy. Do you use U-Ship or hire self-contract drivers? I use U-Ship, but now I have contact with a couple of drivers. So I have a couple that I could reach out to. Like if it's on the East Coast, like the only drivers I know, Dale scared me. I thought that was me that went out, and I still saw myself. I'm like, did you see me jump? I thought I hit the cord, and I have the new cord on. I'm like, did the new cord break? Okay, anyway, now that Dale just like shocked me. So they only go on the East Coast, but typically because of U-Ship fees, and I do want to say this, if you're shipping furniture, the U-Ship average is not good anymore. People do not pay attention to it. Gas has doubled since those rates, which means U-Ship is probably doubled. I got lucky when I found someone to take my coffee table, because everybody was coming at me with twice as much. And I'm like, no, I always get it for the average price. And then I'm like, oh crap, but gas is a lot more. So if you're doing that, I would not use the average price. I would almost do like 1.5 or maybe a little more, because the cost of gas went up. So all of these freight shippers are having to charge more because they're paying more, which sucks. Richard, what kind of question is this?
He's so silly.
Dee wants to know, do you all have photos set up to take pics at night?
So I have now, like I do have a photo set up that I could do at night. I've got like 4 different bright white lights that shine down, so I can take them pretty well at night now.
Yeah, I do. It's kind of off screen. Yeah. Anyway, one side or the other. But I do have an overhead light. This is actually my dining room, so the overhead light, and then I have ring lights and a box light. So yes.
I do too. And actually, if I take pictures at night, they actually look better, because the sunlight coming in on the room kind of throws some weird shadows when it's like totally dark in there. I have blackout curtains in my other room, so it kind of blacks out the room anyway. So I don't have any other weird shadows, just the ones that I want, from the actual lighting.
Yeah, and my photo booth is right there. Plus, I have this adorable 14 by 14 little tiny box that sits on my lap perfect. And that's where like I did like 60 pieces of jewelry I photographed 2 days ago. I just finished listing them today. And I sit there again, I'm watching my football, taking pictures of jewelry. And that light box is absolutely amazing. I have it on my Amazon store. And it's not expensive either. So if you're doing smalls, it is perfect for like sitting on your lap on the couch.
I got the
So
light
perfect.
box after Kat talked about it, and I do really like it. And I'm super excited. For Christmas, my husband got me like a macro lens, like a super macro.
Oh,
I
for
had
the
to fit
jewelry.
15 times. Yes. So for the jewelry, I'm so excited to start using it.
So the new Samsung has like 100 times on its camera. Just FYI. Brad can take a close up of the moon standing in our yard with our phone.
Wow. That's
Crazy.
nice.
That is pretty nice.
It's crazy. It's so funny. The guy, so we refinanced our house on Monday, and we lowered our interest rate by 3%. We lowered our payment by $300
Nice.
starting next month, which is beautiful, a beautiful
Good
thing.
going.
And the guy that came had the new iPhone, and he saw like my phone was like backwards. So he saw this and he's like, is that the new Samsung? I'm an iPhone person, but man, their cameras. He was like checking out my phone. So yeah. Miss Lois wants to know, when we do thrifting videos, do we get more funds from YouTube if your video is longer time period?
I really can't answer this question. I don't do many thrifting videos.
I couldn't answer either.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Cap, but it all depends on how many ads you placed inside your in your video.
Yeah, so like I do mid-roll ads and I let YouTube place them. It decides where's natural. I don't add extra ads into it. So it really depends on the views, and then it would depend on how long somebody watches it. So it's like this complicated algorithm, and like I might make like X amount per 1,000 views, and then Julian will make a different amount because YouTube looks at your audience, their age, their gender, and they decide how much those companies are willing to pay. And then like, I don't know how to go. Marsha, whoa, that way. Marsha, Marsha isn't monetized. So a lot of people that are making videos, I know Richard's not monetized yet, are not even getting paid. So it doesn't matter how many like subscribers in the grand scheme of YouTube beyond the 1,000 to get monetized mean absolutely nothing. The only thing that matters is views, how many times your things are viewed.
Well,
and
you have
then,
to make
like
videos
I said,
too. You actually have to be making the video.
Yeah, Marsha hasn't made a video in a year. I haven't done thrifting videos in a while, and part of that is me wanting to get rid of my death pile, which means I need to stay home and not drive an hour and be gone all day thrifting. I think I'm going to put some reseller boxes up tomorrow, though. Spoiler alert for my members, because I just got in a giant, like 40-pound box of linens, and I think I'm going to put them in a reseller boxes. So I will have stuff because I haven't in a while. Sunny wants to know, Kat, when should someone consider using WorthPoint? To me, that's a really easy answer. And that's when, if you're using Google Lens and it's pulling up WorthPoint comps and you can't find it on eBay, that's how I knew it was time. I got the free thing. I used the 3. I use WorthPoint at least 5 times a day. And so if you're repetitively running into stuff that you cannot find comps on eBay or Terapeak, and you go to WorthPoint and see they're there, but you can't see the amount because you're not subscribed, I would say get it. Because, and I said this in, I think it was yesterday's video, somebody said they got it and like they priced something for $40 more than they would have. So that just paid for 2 months subscription almost. So if you use it on even just 2 items a month, it's paying for itself. And for me, those crab brooches, I thought I would get $15 for, and I sold 1,500, 6 of them for $1,500 total. And those were all WorthPoint comps, all of them that I used. None of them were on eBay at all. So yeah. Beth wants to know, what changes do you see are on the horizon for resellers? And do you think there's anything we need to do to prepare for those changes?
So one of my goals that I didn't mention before for 2022 is to look into this WhatsApp auctioning that people are starting to do.
Yeah, Carrie, I think, is one of the pioneers of that American arbitrage.
Right. Yeah. And NC Picker is doing it now too. So yeah, I'm starting to see a bunch of people doing auctions on WhatsApp, and I really need to take a good look at that and see if there's a spot for it in my business.
I think maybe diversifying for more platforms because you never know what could happen to the one you're on.
Mercari.
Yeah, true that. My biggest one is if you haven't been doing your record keeping that good because of the tax change from 20,000 to 600, big difference. Definitely start taking better record keeping, because know that they're going to send you a 1099 and you're going to want to know all your deductions if you don't have a CPA
To offset those sales. Yes,
yes.
100%.
So
I stand corrected. I was corrected in the chat. It's whatnot.
what did you call it?
WhatsApp. I called it WhatsApp.
Oh,
actually, I was
the
like,
chat thing. WhatsApp. We're gonna auction over on WhatsApp. That's like the newest thing.
It's
newer than Whatnot.
Yeah,
newer than Whatnot.
Pioneered by us, really.
Yeah.
I think, and like that goes to like I know Carrie was saying like he feels like that is something that is gonna like start coming, the live auction. I do well when I do them with Yvonne on her channel, which our next one I think is January 12th. And like if I do live hauls, I sell like a ton of stuff. So I might contemplate doing that because that definitely is a nice way without fees and without having to photograph and stuff. And that's more like 1-to-1. But other than that, I mean, I think fees are probably going to get higher. So like, unfortunately, it just comes with the territory. And hopefully, like I started on Etsy. My mom listed, I believe, 90 items today. So today is our first day on Etsy. Ooh. I don't think we've had any sales yet. I need to make sure I check the app. That should be on my to-do list because before when I was on Etsy, I had a sale and didn't know for like a week. And yeah. Okay, no orders. I just checked.
I need to get back on Etsy. That's where I started.
So we're starting Etsy. And yeah, the diversifying is definitely a big thing for sure. Just because you don't know what's going to happen, you really don't. And like I'm lucky with Mercari, that was like 5% of my income, and it's kind of whatever. But
yeah. Something else new that I'm trying because I've gotten a few ThreadUp designer boxes. I just sent my first 14 items to the Real to have them list and sell them for me. So I'm anxious. They just like accepted my the items that I sent, and I think they only rejected one item. So they'll have 13 items that I'm waiting for them to list, and I'm anxious to see what they're going to list them at and how that whole process works. So that's kind of another thing.
A lot of people in the Death Pile Destruction group are bringing stuff to consignment shops and Plato's Closet as far as the clothes, and they're making money like from the thrift store to those places. So that's another, I think diversifying where your income is, that's all, having multiple income streams is always a smart thing to do. And whatever you're doing, because something could happen to one and you need to know. Clever Crow. It's hard to be positive when I can see the orange and blue. So that orange and blue countertop came out of a University of Florida Gators merch store, and it was really cheap. And I am a Gators fan, so obviously I didn't paint it. But yeah, hopefully the Gators coaching changes that are going crazy right now will help us next year, because the Gators don't like to do bad. And I do work at the University of Florida, if you do not know. Just a little FYI. Oh, gosh. Constance wants us to tell people which way to lay the bubble wrap.
Oh.
Did we decide it's bubbles in, right?
Bubbles in.
I do it.
The technical way is bubbles out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bubbles
but
in.
I did it for a week, and I was like, I don't want to do it like this anymore. Now it's bubbles in again.
I do bubbles in.
Bubbles in.
Harley is saying they burned her too. You guys will hear my story tomorrow, and I will ask if they have burned you for you to comment on my video tomorrow, and we'll tell the world. I have a voice, and I am going to use it very loudly tomorrow night.
Good for you. You go, girl.
I was on a little bit of a tangent. I won't lie. I had to wait a week to calm down. If you're wondering why I waited so long to make the video, I had to like lower it, or I would have been not appropriate for a video. Yeah. Richard's saying he didn't see any issues with shipping in Q $. I'm going to assume it's Q4.
Yeah.
Richard just hit the shift. Did anyone have any issues with shipping this Q4?
I did not.
Nope, mine everything went smooth.
I only had one package out of all the ones that I shipped. And it got there. It just got there super late.
I did not have any issues. How beautiful is that?
It's pretty good.
Katrina, I will tell you exactly what's going on with Mercari tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. I am holding out on this one. I am holding out on it.
Get the popcorn ready.
Pal wants to know, do any of us use Wise Owl auctions? I've
Or
never
do you even have them?
Never heard of them.
Never heard of it. So
No idea.
tell us more.
Yeah, I've not heard of them either. Sunny wants to know, Julian, are you ready to hunt for more plushes?
I just dropped a video. And there they all are right there. Look at those.
I see them.
They look great.
Yeah. That one's
do.
worth some money, like $60. Not the
It's
Pikachu.
not a
the
pink
other one.
puppy, though.
The Pikachu?
No,
Or the
the
Scooby.
Scooby-Doo.
The Scooby.
Yeah.
Oh, is it listed?
It's listed.
Oh, I gotta
Julian's
check it out.
good.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
good.
if it's back there, it's listed. If it's in the garage, it's usually not. Yeah, but I'm
It
definitely hunting
doesn't
them.
show it if it's not.
Yeah, it's true. Usually videos don't even come out if it's not listed.
Katie wants to know if anyone just had a bunch of listings disappear this week.
No, I hope not.
No?
I got hit with a couple required whatever
Specifics.
Yeah.
Well, so I got
I didn't
it
have any.
required, but I go in to edit them, and everything that's required is filled in. So I just go in, hit edit, and then hit
save it, and then it
provide,
goes away.
and then it goes away.
Yeah.
I might have to try.
They
that.
just want you to confirm. Jan Good wants to know, Julian, what more information on shipping clubs, the cost of golf clubs? I heard that was just a rumor and was not confirmed. I will tell you, I heard that over this week.
Yeah, it was a proposal, basically, and that's what that is when they do that. Because I read the entire, like, not all 300 pages of it, but they basically have to go towards, I think, Congress or something, and they do this long thing, it's 300 pages long, and it's a proposal to raise the prices to the 22 and whatever 30 inches. And I heard now it was supposed to be January 9th. They pushed that back. Now it did not go through. And now I think it's like April is when the next date is.
April 13th or something like that.
Yeah, to see if it goes through again.
But
if it
it's
doesn't
not
go through,
finalized.
right?
So that was
it's not
kind of just a
finalized.
rumor,
Mhm.
guys. It was just, it's not a rumor, but it's a proposal. It is not set in stone.
Correct.
Duncan, I believe the USPS rates will go back to what they were before the holidays, so they will actually be lower in January.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Terry wants to know, and I met Terry at the live auction I went to, by the way. I met her in person and gave her a business
Oh,
card, and
cool.
she's been hanging around ever since. So
There you
thank
go.
you, Terry. How do you price an item when you cannot find a comp?
So, I mean, I look for at least similar, but then if I'm really like unsure, then I might try an auction for a price that I'm like starting it at the price I'm willing to sell it for, and see if the market takes it higher and I luck out.
Yeah. I look for similar items, and then I kind of use my gut, and I'll go high. And I have sold things high because my gut was right.
I would do the same thing. And there's one thing that I haven't actually listed because I still have not found anything on this one item. So I'm like holding it, still doing research on it because I'm not 100% sure exactly how much I can get for it. So, but if I am going to list it, I list it high.
Yeah, I try and find something really close to it. So I try and find something similar, and then I try and find the highest price of that something similar, and then I set it at that. And everybody knows I sell a lot of stuff higher, and everybody's like, how the heck are you doing that? So I think perceived value is really a true thing. If you price it that high and you have the only one, no one's to say what it's worth besides you and whoever's willing to pay for it.
Yep.
Like I sold like an 8-inch hanky for $17 or $18 this week. And I do that frequently on the ones that have like really, like I feel pretty designs, or they're a different color or different borders, and you're not going to find that exact item. So that's when you have to look for something that's really close to it and like Marsha said, it is kind of a like my gut thing. I'm like, I think this is worth $50. And who's to say it's not but me and whoever's going to pay for it? Nobody. I can always lower it. You can always lower it. I would say you can never raise it, but you can raise it if you feel like it. I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, I raised the price $10 and it sold right away. There's such a thing as pricing too low where people are like scared to buy your thing because they think like, what the heck's wrong with this thing? Yeah. Like, why is it so cheap? But yeah, so it's just that comes with experience, you know. And I think the main thing too is price what you're happy making. Like if you paid $2 and you think it's worth 20, that's a good profit. It's 10 times your money. But so try and think of like if you were not a reseller, what would you pay for that, and kind of go from there. But like I would never pay $400 for a crab brooch. Let me just say,
right?
Throw that out there.
What do we say?
I had
to have enough
on
money.
those from WorthPoint. I think we can all kind of answer this because I think we all get lots from different places, and it'll give everybody some like different opinions. So where do you source your lots?
So I have gotten them on high bid, and then also what's up? Max Sold is the other one that I've used in my
But
area.
you get thread up boxes, and you've got
That's
Shop
true.
Goodwill ones, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I really
so
don't.
all over.
Yeah, I really don't buy lots like you do with high bid and that stuff. I just, if it's a lot, it's like at a garage sale or a thrift store or something that they have a bunch of.
Right. So you can get them anywhere, I think is kind of my point. Yeah.
Yeah, I do high bid and also garage sales. That's like the perfect thing to do, is because if there's one of something that I want, and there's a lot of it there, I'm going to go ahead and throw them out an offer for all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
If you know you should buy one, usually you should buy all of them.
Richard just sent me a link that flat rate and priority padded are going up. So I stand corrected on the postal rates, but I think most of it is going to go down. I think. If not, Richard will tell me in like 2 seconds.
It's good at the link.
I get my lots from everywhere. A lot of them are high bid. I have little local online estate sales. Going to garage sales and asking how much for all of it is one of my favorite things to say. Like how much for all? Like if I just buy the whole table full. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I've had people that won't budge. They're like, well, the prices are on them. I'm like, yeah, no.
And they're going to stay on them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that happened in estate sale. And I was so bummed because the last day was like 30% off and they would not give me any more discount if I bought and it was over like $1,500 worth of stuff. And they would not give me anything off. And I'm like, okay, you can have them. Don't know what you're going to do with them, but so yeah. So all over, like ask, even at thrift stores. I've made deals at thrift stores. There's one, Marsha met me there. What's that one? The Grandmother's Attic. And they had a whole bin of Disney plush. And I'm like, well, what if I give you $150 for all of them? And they normally do not negotiate prices, but they're like, well, we're raising money for a good cause. I'll do it. And they took it. So it cannot hurt to ask. The worst somebody's going to say is no matter where you are. Facebook Marketplace too is a good place. Just FYI, you can get lots everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Kathy's Crafty Room. My husband wants to help me list on eBay. Can we both be on at the same time? Absolutely. We are I will be on my phone listing. My niece is on her phone listing and my mom is on the computer cross posting. So 3 of us at the same time. They do have where you can add people with certain permissions, but with my mom and my niece, I trust them. So they just have my login info and we're all logged in under my main name and password. So.
I know she didn't include Brad that you trusted.
Well, Brad hasn't signed in on his phone. He only goes in to do his shipping. I'm trying to get him to do some woodworking. Oh, this is a long question. You guys have to do this. This is the second time I shipped a medium item on eBay. I cannot select medium mail, only first class. This time it was floppy disk. I had medium mail in the listing. Why did that happen?
I feel like Kilroy.
Probably.
So I think it probably has something to do with the item type that eBay's saying you can't ship it by
category. You should put it in probably the category she had it listed in.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah, certain categories it'll say are not media, and then eBay will not allow you to print media. So you would have to like go to the post office and do media because they're not going to let you override it. There. Here's a new question. This question's for Dale at Flippin Fiasco. Do you have the desire to have reselling replace some or all of your full-time job?
I appreciate that question, Holly. And I think that I'm way too, I think, nervous to rely on reselling completely because I earn a pretty good income, and my income and my husband's income are like about the same. So, we rely on both of our incomes. So I think ideally for me, I could have a part-time job and then add reselling. So that would be my ideal.
So you're saying yes.
Some, yes, to replace some. I don't know that I
like
could have
that you would like to go part-time and do some reselling.
Yeah.
Okay. What type of photo area do we all use? I think we kind of answered it. Didn't we answer it earlier? I think we answered it earlier. I have like mine's there. It's just photo paper and lights, and then I have a light box too.
Yeah.
Yes. See, so look, Veranda File said she took a leaf out of my book and bought a bunch of cute vintage towels for 70 cents a piece a day. I sell them all the time for 10 and 15 bucks. And like, you're not going to break a towel, and it simply goes in a poly, and you take a picture of the front and the back and a close up, and like, that's it, it's totally easy. And people like vintage, mid-century modern kitschy stuff is what is in right now, and it sells. Duncan wants to know, this is your fourth question, Duncan. Actually, it's your fifth, Duncan. I'm keeping count. Do we really need promoted listings? How do you know the item would not sell on its own?
You don't know.
You don't.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't need promoted listings, but they help.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I promote all mine at 5%.
I never did. Yeah, I never did promoted listings, and I can see through the impressions of like what's going on with the eBay store, and it has helped. It has like boosted, but I don't promote anything within the first 2 weeks, and then I usually promote it like 3 to 4%. So I give 2 weeks on there without promoting it to see if it will just sell, whatever for 2 weeks, and then after that I do go ahead or out. Yeah, I don't organic.
Yeah, I like that strategy.
Yeah, because you can go in and bulk. Yeah, you can bulk promote them.
If I didn't have that like button thing, I would probably do it, but I have that. Can't see the button thing.
Oh yeah, no, the button's there. Yeah, it tells me I need to promote. Like
I can't see that button.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. They probably would, but I just have it built into my business model to promote. And I know with eBay, and like I saw with Etsy actually too, Etsy promotes your stuff out to like Google and stuff as well. And Etsy says they promote it to Pinterest, which is like a new thing. I don't think
they
eBay
do, but they're
that.
charging more for that.
Well, I don't care. Like I don't care.
It's
like
kind of
if you buy low enough, then all these fees aren't gonna like they do matter, but if you buy low enough and it increases your sales volume, the grand scheme of things, you're making more money. That's kind of my thing. Kimberly, we went over this. We do not know why they took it away. So I would use Google Lens and go from there. Margaret, if you promoted and they didn't sell, to take it off, you should be able to go to like promote it in your campaigns, and then you just in that campaign. Jeremy, I cannot mentor you on Candy Crush because I
that is distracting from her primary purpose.
It is. Okay, get ready to be on top of the fence again. Whoa. Vicky, it's like Wilson. Isn't it Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay. Just starting out, I'll take it down after I read it. I've sold 4 items, all glass, none have broken while shipping. However, I've yet to figure out accurate shipping costs to charge the customer. I always end up paying a few extra dollars over what eBay charges to ship. I do not yet have an eBay store, as I only have 6 items for sale right now. How do I figure out shipping accurately?
So you need to get the measurements and the weight of your item. And then if like like add some or put a box on your scale too, so that at least you're taking the weight of the box into consideration. And then you have to add a little bit for the items that you're gonna have to add extra packing material.
Yep. Well,
There's really no way around that. I mean, I think that's
right. But your big thing is make sure if it's going to go over 12 by 12 by 12, you need to kind of know the size of the box.
Yeah.
So like today I shipped out the big Hager Gazelle, and I knew it was a 20-inch statue. So I put 25 by 25 and I put 10 inches for the depth. So I went like 3 inches on each side plus about 5 inches extra on the like width of it. And I actually was right at it. And I weighed the item, and for bigger items, I'll add like 2 pounds because bigger boxes weigh a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, when you're talking about your first class boxes, like your 4x4, your 6x6, those are only going to weigh like 2 to 4 ounces unless they're really thick corrugated, and then they might weigh like 6. But what you can do if you're new, sit your item on the scale and say, like, if it's Breakables and you're using a number 7, which is a 12 by 12 by 7 box from USPS, lay a number 7 on the scale first, sit your item on top, and then throw like 6 or 7 sheets of bubble wrap on top. And then you're going to have a more accurate weight. And if it's close to going over the next pound, I would go up. So if it's like 2 pounds, 13 ounces, I'm probably going to put like 3 to 4 pounds, because chances are if you stuff a little bit of paper or peanuts or whatever the heck you use, it's going to go over. So until I guess at most of mine, but I've been doing this a long time and I still bite it. I still bite shipping sometimes because I don't weigh each item. But like that Gazelle and the bigger, more expensive stuff, I'm weighing them. And I want to know how much they weigh. Like I have some concrete mid-century modern sculptures that are little, but they weigh like 8 pounds.
And
so
it only
in a
takes
box,
you a few times of really screwing up and costing yourself on shipping before you
Right.
decide you're never doing that again. Case in point, cotton candy machine that I put $9.99 flat shipping on for some reason, and
they
somebody
ended up
from
jacking
Hawaii
you over anyways.
bought it. And I'm in Pennsylvania.
Jeez.
Right.
Yep.
The bargain finds Anna. Is it better to list the price as a whole number or with cents? For example, $14 or $14.99, or does it make a difference?
In my marketing course, no, I mean, I am marketing, like that is my background. And so if you were going to price something for $15, I would say price it at $14.99. It is just a mental switch in the brain that you think, oh, like it just, some people think, oh, it's 14, even though it's 15. If it's 15, then they start to like add up. So I do the $14.99.
Yeah, I do the 99 cents as well, but I'm always running like about a 15% sale anyway, so it comes up with all kinds of weird numbers. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I do a little bit of both. I do like, and I don't, I mean, sure, it might make a difference. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So I do like the 99 cents on my lower priced items. And what I have started doing is I started on my high dollar. I do just a straight dollar. So like my $3,000 piece is $3,000, because I don't want that to look cheap. So I think the 99 cent thing, like Dale said, is to make them think it's 14, not 15. But if it's $3,000, it's $3,000.
$3,000. Yeah.
So like my stuff that's like lately, like I've been doing like 200 and 300. I'll do 199, but I don't do 199.99.
Oh yeah.
I just do 199.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what I've been doing. I see a new member. I didn't get to play a dolphin the whole last 2 shows.
Yeah. What's up?
Really?
I'm having like dolphin withdrawal. So Bobby Jansky
Dolphin time.
became a YouTube member. It is dolphin time. We can't end the year without a dolphin, right?
It's true.
There you go.
Yep.
Welcome to the Flipping family.
Thank you. And Bobby has been, I know Bobby has been watching my channel for a very, very long time. So Bobby, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Let me see. Now I have to scroll back and find where I was. Where was I? Duncan, I'm not paying you. Richard,
Did
we
you
are
see-
not stopping playing Candy Crush.
Did you see Duncan's hourly rate?
Yeah, $6,000. No, sir. Dale.
We need more dolphins.
We do mean more dolphins. Aunt B wants to know, Kat, when you run a sale, do you leave make an offer? Yes, and I still send them because I know in my head that I always run a sale. So my sale is always 30% off. So when I'm pricing, I know $30 means it's going to be $21. Like I have that math in my head. When I'm listing, I know what it's going to come out to, and I'm still okay taking offers after my sale because that's just part of like my business plan. And I have changed because I typically send 15% when I send offers to buyers, but I've started, if it's only been listed like a week or two, I only send them 10% now. So I've started like kind of trying to scale it back if it hasn't been listed that much. All right, hold on. Where am I at? I'm in my shed. Okay, hold on. Let me find, I'm trying to find your dolphin and then I'll go backwards. I'm not super far behind. Dale didn't say anything. She just sent me.
I didn't.
$5
I want
super chat
dolphins. I want
for a dolphin.
Just say it out loud.
Super chat.
I would have given you a dolphin even if you just asked me for a dolphin. Dalton's not in here. Like it's so funny. We went on Adam. Wasn't it Adam? Baldy Pal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Julian was on too. Adam did like a telethon for Christmas to raise money. And Dalton's in my lap and he's like, I want a dolphin. I'm like, it's not my channel. I can't give you a dolphin. He's like getting so mad at me because I couldn't make the dolphin come up when we were live on Adam's show. Richard, I see you. I'm going to let Dale answer this question because she is the one who knows about this. And then I will get Richard's dolphin. So Joy wants to know, what is Reseller Tax Academy?
Yeah, so I think that somebody might have answered her in the chat, but it is Not Your Dad's CPA, and he has like a course that you can pay to get access to. And I didn't like being so in the dark about everything, and I needed a quick way to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So I appreciated all the information that he had in his Reseller Tax Academy. So that was Not Your Dad's CPA is the website.
Yes. All right. Now I see two from Richard and Mary. Look, I know the pictures. I know the pictures. Richard said he needs a dolphin for inspirational. Please, I'm not a sire. What are you talking?
Sir,
Richard, are you drinking tonight?
Please, sir, can I have some
Too much eggnog.
Too much eggnog. All right. Here you go, Richard. Thank you.
Super chat.
And then it's dolphin time. Mary said Abby wants her dolphin. Abby, here is your dolphin.
Super chat.
Clay, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's answer a question, then we'll get Clay's dolphin. Super Calipoppins, which I love her name, by the way, would like to know your individual opinions on selling a legit voodoo doll on eBay. A friend gave it to me after my divorce. Another friend and I already made one.
I say go for it, and I would put it on an auction.
Absolutely go for it. Price high.
And have fun with it. Like really like play up your listing and your titles and just have some fun with it. And again, people decide the value. You're not saying they have to buy it for any certain price, but if on an auction it ends up,
you just need two people.
That's right.
Yeah, Troy does that a lot. Troy Mountain Treasure. He does those like haunted dolls.
Haunted dolls.
Yeah, they sell too. So yeah, hey, you never know.
I might have to whip out the doll. I had bought like this really creepy baby doll. My husband's like, get that thing out of our house. And I showed it to our dog and she backed up and started barking like crazy.
That
So
would be the story you need to put. Yeah.
that's yes. So that I think that I'm gonna have to see if she'll do it again, like if I bring it out again, because it's been a while. So and like videotape her and then put that in my listing.
Yes, yes. Does anybody know what Jan is asking me?
I saw that and I wasn't sure what she meant.
That would be
Did
more.
you
That would be
refinance
mortgage.
for your
Yeah.
new mortgage?
Oh,
Wow.
so it was actually through my own mortgage company,
Good job.
and I didn't. Is that your mom, Marsha? Or is that a
Uh,
different Jan?
I
Is
don't
Jan
think-
Good?
no.
Okay. Well, hi to Jan Good and Marsha's mom, Jan.
Hey.
So it was pretty cool. My mortgage company reached out to me and I refinanced for a lower rate at the exact same time. So I did not add any time on. So it was actually for exactly, I had like 23 years and change left and it was for exactly the same. So I
Yep.
did not add any or take any away. And I lowered my payment by $300 a month, which I'm happy with.
That is what most, yeah. I mean, we're doing a lot of refinancing at the credit union.
Like at the
I'm
same
seeing
term or whatever.
terms. Yeah, all these new
that's
terms.
what.
'Cause
Yeah, that's
they're
what
doing.
they did.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Now there's like 5 million dolphins I'm missing.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
really. There's 3 of them, but it feels like 5 million.
There's a pot of dolphins, really.
Clay Can, who is one of my good friends, Clay, I do not have a shark or a beluga whale. You guys want to know a random fact? I, for my son's 10th birthday, went swimming with beluga whales at SeaWorld. That's what we did,
Nice.
which he's 22 now. So that was 12 years ago. But it was pretty cool to get in the water with beluga whales at SeaWorld. But the water's really cold. They're like Arctic animals, just FYI. Clay's also saying that people can join a Facebook accounting group and pay for GoDaddy bookkeeping. I know Julian uses his QuickBooks app to track mileage. I use MileIQ, like Clay's saying he uses.
Okay.
And I pay the upgrade, so I get a summary at the end of every month. So Clay, my good friend, thank you so much. And here is
Super Chat.
and then Duncan with his 5 million questions. How much is $6 Australia?
It was probably $1
Probably
Australian dollar per question he asked.
20 cents.
Duncan, here is your dolphin. Thank you so.
Super Chat.
Gina has a very good point, Duncan. That will not get you paid $6,000 an hour. And then Holly Long, who has been watching my channel for a very long time as well, sent a $19.99
Nice.
super chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Here you go.
definitely.
Super Chat.
Mark. Dolphin. Okay, this dolphin, and then we're going to answer some questions. Thank you, Mark. Listen, Mark was so kind. I'm going to tell what you did, Mark, because I'm just going to. Mark sent me a $50 Amazon gift card for Christmas into my email, which was absolutely amazing. And then I will spoil it, and you will probably tell me I should have spent it on myself. I bought a new roll of shipping paper with it. Yay. I was almost out and I'm like, oh, look, I have a credit. So and I found one that said damaged packaging. There's no packaging on packing paper. And I got it for $20 cheaper. Always look on Amazon, guys. That's a tip. If they have used, most of the time it says package damaged in their warehouse and they discount it by like 20%.
Huh.
They can't break paper. So
Yeah.
I got it for $20 cheaper.
I wouldn't dare them though.
Yeah, right.
It's a challenge.
I mean, I'm going to crumple it up anyways. They can do whatever they want. So, Mark, thank you for my Christmas present. And thank you for the $10 super chat. Hopefully, Mark can come meet me in Mount Dora again. We spent the whole day together last time at the Mount Dora show. So, hopefully, Mark can come meet me again. Here is your dog.
Super Chat. Okay,
I'm scrolling. Okay. Mary Jo, which she's over on Facebook. Thank you to all you guys watching us on Facebook. And we have 468 people in the chat. Hit the like button if you have not, please. We appreciate you. Do you guys use online auctions or in-person auctions?
I have never been to an in-person auction. I would love to, but I feel like I don't know. I just don't see them around here. I'm probably not looking in the right spot. But in any event, I've only done online auctions.
No, I've done in-person auctions because I used to be an auctioneer. So, but I just let it lapse because I haven't been doing many. But lately, no.
Yeah, I only do online auctions. I'd like to go to an in-person auction. I think that would be fun, but I haven't done it yet.
And I was only doing online for 2 years until a few weeks ago, and I did in person. And that's actually where I met Terry, who was in the chat, was at the in-person auction that I went to. And I probably will, they're closed until like the second week of January, but I will probably go. And I do look at the pictures though, because it's an hour away from me. I have to get up early. If I don't see quite a bit of stuff that I would want to bid on, I'm not going to waste my time, because it's like getting up early plus going in the cold, and it's a lot of stuff. So yeah, I see a new member too. I want to highlight too, Tiffany, thank you for being in here, Thrifting Vegas. She will be on again with us in January with Danny, the niche lady, together. They're BFFs over in Las Vegas. So they will be on here again soon. And then don't forget tomorrow again, now that we have more people in here, I will be live on Dominic Primetime Treasure Hunter tomorrow at 9 p.m. And I highlighted this because I think, after my Mercari video, everybody wants to know, be there tomorrow, guys, in the premiere, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think Newer is the brand of that little one that I love so much. That's why I highlighted that. I think that is the brand of the one that I like.
What one? What is it? Brand of what?
Ring light.
The light box.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the brand, and that might be the brand of my ring light too. Lenora, I am going to tell why I pulled from Mercari tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it is not a short story. I mean, it is a short story, but it's a long rant. Short story, long rant.
They're the best.
Marsha, we're gonna have you do an auctioneer voice before we end.
No.
I'll find something to auction. Somebody didn't pay for this necklace.
I just do the numbers. I just know.
Oh, my hair's on it.
No.
If you claim this necklace and didn't pay me, message me. Been sitting on my desk from one of my live sales. The only thing. Yeah, so that's what American Arbitrage, Carrie was saying last week, Terry, was that he was getting more money for the vintage. So we are pricing up our items on Etsy. I told Mom to increase the price. And I don't know, can somebody tell me, and will you guys watch the chat, on Etsy, are they always allowed to make an offer, or is that something I have to enable?
I don't know.
I want to know.
I don't even remember.
Because I'm okay with them making offers because I'm pricing it up, because I was told it would sell for more there. So I'm trying.
Don't even know
one more question, and then I'm getting my new member that I'm so excited about that I can't see who it is. Trying to I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, guys. I don't know. So Victoria, how long do you wait before you send an offer to listings eligible to send offers?
I pretty much don't wait. So as soon as I get the notification that I can send an offer, I send one out.
Yeah, if I'm in eBay, then if I see it, I'll just send one out.
Yeah, I send my offers out as soon as I see them. And so far in the chat, somebody has only said that they can send an offer in a message.
Okay, so they could message me and ask me to lower the price, I guess.
Yeah.
That was your only response.
Okay, I'll take it.
I don't think Etsy has the best offer button like eBay does.
So they just message me. Jill Mustachia became a YouTube member. Yay, we get the other dolphin. Woo!
Welcome to the Flipping family.
I like my two little dolphins, and I'm getting caught up with the questions. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Jill. Next, a week from, actually, next Monday is going to be the next eBay store reviews for you guys that are channel members. And then next Saturday will also be the member sourcing live. It all comes in the same. So I did live shipping yesterday, and then next Monday will be the members. I might have to switch that. I switched my schedule at work. I'm like, I might have to switch it. Where did it go? Lucky Treasure Gems. You answered them.
Yes. Poster tubes.
Michelle Venstra, at what point would you create an eBay store? Do you recommend starting in one right away or just start selling?
So I say just start selling, because I only just recently decided to create my eBay store. And that was because I was starting to run into more listing fees because I hit, whatever number it was. And I also wanted to be able to run sales, which is something that you can't do unless you have a store subscription. So, but I say just get started. And then at some point you'll decide that it makes sense to do the store.
Yeah, what she said. I've had a store pretty much from the beginning because I knew I was going to grow anyway. So I have premium.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would do the math and see exactly how much it would cost when you're doing the actual listings compared to if you bought the store. And whenever that weighs that you need the store, go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
but definitely just
normally it's over $250 typically when you
good.
hit over $250 and use all your free listings. Or if you want to run a sale and you're going to grow, like Marsha said, like I upgraded my store when I knew I was going to go over the 500, and that just kind of pushed me further. So if you know that you're going to be hitting it hard and listing and go above that 250, I don't see why you couldn't just get a store. But the most important thing is to just start. Don't put it off.
Yeah.
Joe wants to know, I'm going to need to hire someone to do my pulling and shipping while I'm in the hospital. How do you do the add permissions thing? I don't remember. It's in one of the account settings. You could probably search eBay.
Well, and their question was about, they also said something about PayPal, so they must not be on managed payments.
So you shouldn't have to ask what you will give them permission to, and they wouldn't need to sign into your PayPal to print labels if you have it linked. So hopefully that wouldn't, but you might, Joe, what you might want to do is message eBay for Business and ask them. That's what I would do, especially if you're not on managed payments. I feel like it's been so long that like that's all there is, but some people are still on PayPal. Dale, why is Richard asking you if you're going to flip burgers?
I think that was when we were asking about like, would you give up your job?
Oh, replace your income.
Yeah.
Coin you dig it. Have you calculated an average turnaround on your merchandise?
No, but mine's pretty bad. I would say, I feel like I've had items sitting around for a long time. I probably need to go through and purge some stuff that's just not going to sell.
Yeah.
It'll sell eventually.
I have no idea, but I know there's stuff listed on there from 2 years ago still, but it'll sell.
It all depends on like what it is. Like golf clubs, I know certain golf clubs are going to sell fast. I know some that will be longer. I know clothing for me sells longer. I know that some tools sell instantaneously. So really all depends on what I'm listing and on how I think it's going to, or when it should actually sell.
Right. And I don't know an average because I do such a big variety. So for me, I don't worry about doing it because it varies so much, especially getting into like the higher, like I have multiple like over $3,000 items now, and those could take 2 years. And I know that. So like when I throw all that stuff into the mix, it kind of makes it like an average would kind of be pointless for me because it's almost like I have different levels of merchandise, so to say. Dancing Leaf Joanne, what do they do that promotes the listing? So what that means is your listing will be bumped to the top. So if somebody searches for XYZ, your listing will be seen first. And on eBay, if you promote higher than 5%, it will be pushed out to Google. So if somebody's searching Google for that item and like they click the shopping tab, then your item would come up. And I do not, Joy's asking if eBay promotes to Pinterest. I do not think that they do. I think it's just Google, but they might. I don't know. I see a new member and Richard's messaging me. Shay the Pirate Picker, who has been commenting a lot. Shay, thank you. Shay's been watching a lot of my videos lately, and she messaged me one of those emails that so Shay, thank you for sharing with me. I just want to say that, yeah, I seriously, to those of you that I make a difference to, hearing it really helps, and helps because there's some not so nice people. So then I can open your really nice email and forget about their not so nice comment. So thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your email.
Welcome to the Flipping family.
Hold on, Richard. Hold on. I can only multitask so much. Have any of us, Katrina Watson, have any of us ever considered creating your own website to sell along with selling on eBay?
No, I would say my YouTube channel, I've sold through my YouTube channel but not through a website. And no, I just don't have the time or patience to devote to that endeavor.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Because you're going to be paying to try to get the ads and pushing it out there and everything. And I'll just let eBay do it.
I bought my name for my website. It has not been, I have not constructed it, but that is always an option for me.
Right. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I have it. It's in my pocket. I own it. But I haven't done it.
This is my spoiler alert. So my website is in progress. It's actually almost finished. Some people have already clicked on it and saw it. It is in progress. I haven't announced it, and I probably won't officially until it's I want it. We're still working on it. But I have my big cartel site, and the only reason that I have that is for my thrift boxes. I sell my journals, and I'm at the point as far as social media that I have that traffic to lead to that site. Before that and without this traffic, it would be almost impossible. And I still I'm never gonna sell the same amount. I guess I should never say never. I should take that back. I don't feel that I would get the same quantity of sales as I do on eBay. eBay's at 18,000 this month, and I think I've sold $36 in journals. It not the same. It's my traffic. It's not international traffic like eBay has. And but my website isn't going to be for selling like that, but it'll link you to my big cartel. So my thrift boxes and things like that will be on there in my journals. But I could never imagine I know Selena, Vintage Bombshell. She has her image. She is absolutely amazing, and she is her brand, and her brand is her clothing and her jewelry. And so she drives that, whereas my stuff's more teaching versus showing my stuff. And does that make sense? She shows her pretty house and her pretty clothes, and I'm just trying to teach you how to make more money. I mean, you know what I mean? That's just not, so I could never see that. I think Clay sent me another super chat. I'm scrolling. Clay is to take advantage of miles. When I leave the unit, I bought 65 miles away, and he drives 55 miles back to the post office. That way, almost all the miles are deductible. Yes, do something for your business while you're out driving, and then they are deductible. Clay has a very good point. And that's where an accountant can kind of come in handy. They can tell you a little few things do they teach you that in that academy, Dale?
I don't think I'm far enough through it to know. But my financial planner was kind of, directing me to say you'll be.
I love my write-offs.
Deduct this and deduct that.
Yes, for sure. We do a % of our mortgage because part of our home is used for it. We do internet, we do electric, we do phone. You guys have a ton of write-offs that you can use to counter that income you're making. Clay, here's your dolphin.
Welcome to the Flipping family.
Whoops, I made you a member, Clay, without you being a member. I hit the wrong, but I don't know why I'm like, honestly, like going down to 3 videos has made me feel like so much freer. Like tonight before we started, I did my videos for the rest of the week. Like, how amazing is that? I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. Like, how great is that? Right?
Sweet.
So it's been like so freeing. It's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. PK Demas, I heard that Facebook is not paying its sellers. Is this just a rumor? I was considering selling there, but I will hold off if this is true. I will tell you, I think I am the only one. Is anybody else doing Facebook Marketplace shipping?
Nope.
That was my one item that broke.
So I have been getting paid. I got 3 payments today. My payments have not stopped. So, but Facebook does take a while. Facebook is 5 days after delivery for shipped items. So it is a while. So you do have to wait. But like, it just keeps coming. Lucinda says, I have to travel a bit more than a week each month now, maybe for a few years. Can I create 2 eBay accounts so I don't have to vacation all items? Let's all say what we think about this. I have something.
I'm not sure.
I don't quite understand the question, but yes, you can have 2 eBay accounts. I've got 2. But I don't know what she's meaning with the traveling.
What would the second account do?
That's
So I don't know if she's meaning to bring stuff, but what I would say, if you're not meaning to bring stuff with you, I would just set your handling time to like 7 days. And then you'll be fine. Like, you can have your sales, they'll know. And then when you make a sale, you can kind of message them, hey, did you notice my shipping time is 7 days? I'm on the road right now. I just wanted to let you know, is that okay? Blah, blah, blah. If they say no, buyer requested to cancel.
Right.
They saw the shipping when they bought it. But then if you wanted to bring some items that are smaller with you on the road, you could ship them faster than the 7-day promise. That's what I would do if I was in that situation. Like, that's what I would do. But I'm not sure if you want to clarify for us, like, what you mean by the second store. But I would just extend your handling time. Debbie wants to know, what do we use to ship a heavy item?
Well, a box. But
a heavy box, though.
Yeah,
a heavy box.
Right. Yeah, like a sturdy box. But then, like, Kat has used U-Ship for furniture that you're not going to box up.
Yeah, if you're talking about companies, I guess it would depend on how heavy you're talking.
Right.
If it's like heavy, then I usually try to use UPS. And if it's somewhat heavy, I'll still use USPS.
Yes.
Yeah, with mine, if it's not like small and heavy, usually flat rate through USPS. I do a lot of dumbbells. I do like vintage dumbbells and all that stuff. And they like 30-pound dumbbells. So you got 60 pounds in there. They'll usually fit in a large flat rate box, which is pretty reasonable. I mean, it's like $21 to ship 60 pounds. I think that's pretty good. And, but other than that, if it's over that, I don't think I've actually shipped anything. I used UPS, I think, was my other really big 4-foot pipe wrench. I think I used UPS to ship that.
Clay, I'm glad I am amusing you. Clay just texted me. I'm telling on everybody tonight. I get these messages every show. I just don't tell. But tonight I feel like blabbing. He said I'm being funny tonight. I'm in a good mood. Like I said, the lessening of videos has really like freed up and made me feel like so much better. I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's like
I did it for 24 days and it was terrible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Diana wants to, for me, I would use U-Ship or UPS, and definitely make sure you use a heavy box, because boxes are not created equal.
That's true.
That's
not
true.
100%. Do I put things on sale on Facebook, and will I on Etsy, or is it just eBay? I actually thought about that today. I think I'm going to go ahead and put Facebook on sale, just like a 10%, to see if it gets some of my listings bumped up, because who knows what Facebook's algorithm is. They have, I'm sure they have something. But like, I just don't get how like some of my listings get like 50 views and then others get 0. It makes like no sense. And then Etsy, I'm going to have to test the waters, because I failed at Etsy 2 times, but me and my positive self, if I want to do it, I can do it. And I know that. And here we go for a third try. And with being out of Mercari and out of Poshmark, Etsy is, for what I have, I think the next best platform. So here I go. We went head in, 20 cents a listing, 90 listings put up today, and she's going to do it again on Friday. So my mom is doing great. I was worried because I was like, man, there's so much stuff, but she zipped through it and got 90 done today in 3 hours.
That's great.
So mom did great. And that's using List Perfectly, but on Etsy, a lot does not transfer. It's not like the other platforms where it fills it all out. You have to put like, when was this made? Did you make it or did somebody else make it? It's a lot of stuff to fill out. And I think that's what put me off on Etsy before. But really, for what I'm selling, the majority of things, Etsy is the platform that makes sense for me. I just need to get over myself and fill out more stuff, you know.
The tags are what get me on Etsy.
Oh, here. Like, what service do you ship it through? Pirate Ship or eBay was what she was asking. To clarify. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I usually just use eBay. I only use Pirate Ship when I'm doing it like personally or through YouTube sales.
I only use eBay. I don't even have a Pirate Ship account, so.
I use eBay with the exception of, again, it has to be a small, very heavy, going further than Kansas. So west of Kansas, usually I'll be going on Pirate Ship. It's got to be past the center of the country, going west because we're on the East Coast. So, but yeah, that's the only time I use. I typically
do mostly eBay. Like even for UPS, just because it's easier. I can see like the UPS. I love how they changed it. You could not see it all on the one page. Like with the bulk shipping, now you can click a drop rate to compare all. You can see UPS, FedEx, like it's beautiful. So I do that. But like for my reseller boxes, because they've almost all went in 14 by 14 boxes and they're heavy. And I have a lot of West Coast viewers, just like West Coast purchasers on eBay. So I use UPS through Pirate Ship for most of those. Do you ever use the variations option so you just need one listing for a bunch of items?
I have used it. Unfortunately, like typically I'm picking up one-off items. So not too often, but like I picked up a bunch of like, they were called Topican ashtrays and they were like different colors. So I had like red and green and blue. So for that, I use the variations option. So it's nice when you need it, but I haven't had to use it much.
Yeah, I do a lot of one-offs, and I've used the variation option, I think once or twice. I hated it. so honestly, if I had a variation, I think I'd just do different listings for each variation at this point.
I actually have never used it because I've never had something with multiple like things that were different. Yeah, that makes sense.
I used it and I absolutely hated it. I hated it, and I ended up just making separate listings for each color and size because you cannot create variation listings on the phone. So that was one thing that was annoying the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And you also cannot edit variation listings from the phone. So like if something sold on Poshmark and then it was a variation listing on eBay and I only had my phone, I couldn't end it. I had to go onto a computer, edit it, and then it's a bunch of different steps. So I don't like it. Yeah, Mary, I'm like 30 minutes behind on the chat. We should get through it in quick fire because we are quick like that. I am going to give Abby another dolphin because I can. So Abby, here's another dolphin.
Super chat.
Thank you, Mary and Abby. The kids love the dolphins. The kids love the dolphins, and I'm glad. Dalton loves the dolphin too. I think, listen, Clay, you're like reading my mind. Clay said he did the dolphin swim last summer at SeaWorld. I want to do that this year. I've been looking at the prices and I've been watching it and they had a discount and I get a discount from work and I just have not bit the bullet yet because they're still really limiting what you can do because of COVID. So I'm hoping they lift some of those restrictions. Like you can't be as interactive. You can't swim through the water with the dolphins now because the trainers can't be that close to you or something. So I'm trying to wait until they like lift a little things. Knight's Life is in here from the UK. I appreciate, Gina's saying hi to Knight's Life. I meant to highlight. Gina's an expat, but I love all you guys watching from all over the world. I
Yeah.
think that is so absolutely amazing, and I love it. And I see the super chat. We're going to answer one question, then we're going to get the super chat, and then we'll probably go to quick fire so we can get through the last 40 minutes of questions in 10 minutes.
Do it.
Carol is asking, do my kids do reselling too? They do not. My older ones have absolutely no interest in it. And I have done, like, I'm a hustler. Everybody that knows me, like, I've always done something. So before I was a nurse, I was a professional photographer. And before I was a photographer, I owned my own plant nursery and I sold plants on eBay. And no, my older kids never showed any interest in it. Dalton is, but he's like been around it since he was born. With them, I started when they were like 5 or 6. So they were around it from pretty young. And they just like, my daughter will give me clothes and be like, here, these will sell good. But she just, no, they have no interest in reselling. I wish they did, but they don't. They do not. Hopefully Dalton will. That is my goal. But if he doesn't, he doesn't.
My older daughter tried, but then she she was home and then she moved back to college and then she moved to an apartment and then she was back in the door and it was just, she was like, here, you can sell this stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, I think you're either like a reseller or you're not. You're either love it or you don't. And it's hard to make someone love reselling. I feel like people either love it, like the treasure hunt and doing it, or they don't. It's not like you can't. I don't feel like you can make someone love that, if that makes sense. All right. We have a super chat that is a question, and then we will go to quick fire. Here is the super chat. $10 from Tim McKinn. I purchased 12 Autograph Fame TV show scripts and ones from musicians. What is the best platform to sell on? And also, are the COAs worth it regarding cost difference and extra time? So let's go ahead and we can answer. And then, you have to get above the fence, Wilson.
So, I mean, I think that eBay would probably be your best bet. But I'm not familiar with whether a certificate of authentication or whatever is worth it. So that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I don't have the information to really know either. I don't sell that stuff.
I sell 0 autograph stuff, 0. But if I did, I would probably. It depends. It depends, who signed. If I want the certificate
Right.
of, if that's going to cost.
Right.
Cost
I would
money for that.
research. I would research, like, almost try and find the exact thing you're doing. I was really like surprised that I had like some old like coffee table like advertising photos of celebrities like Richard Gere, really young, like people that are well known, and they go for absolutely nothing.
That's right. I remember you got like that whole binder full, right?
Yeah, for $5. I mean, I made money on it, but I thought they would be worth a lot more. So before I would invest in a certificate of authenticity, I would look up exactly what you have and then see, is it selling without it or is it selling? Like, I would compare like as close to what you have as possible to see, like, A, is it selling for much? And B, does selling it with the certificate of authenticity make it sell for more? Because hopefully you will be pleasantly surprised. I was like, I barely got $10 for stuff that I thought I would get like 30, 40, 50. So I would comp it and look. And they might be like amazing. And if they are, like, if they're several $100s, I would pay to get the certificate if they're worth a couple $100. But if they're only going to be worth like $50, then I wouldn't.
That's good.
And
advice.
here is your dolphin, and then we're going to quick fire. Dale, get ready.
Super chat.
I forgot what time I was at. Well, I said we're here for the rants. I'm glad you're here. Tomorrow's going to be a really, really good rant. I know. I'm like, hopefully you guys like it. I'm not like building it up and then like you're like, what is this?
What is that?
No.
Sean, for used in the Amazon setting, like on your phone, if you just scroll down below new, it'll say buy used from X amount. if they have used available. You just scroll a little bit further on your phone, and then you will. I am good. I'm good. I am glad you closed out your Mercari, and I will tell you why tomorrow. I know it's like the suspense. It's like
Mine is all
suspense.
deactivated. Again, it was a time thing. I was like, it's not worth my divided attention.
Yes. Tiffany said she's looking forward to being on with Julian and Danny and watching me. So the last time, I will tell you guys, and I know Dom premiered a little bit ago, but the last time I was on with Dom, I think I gained like several hundred subscribers. Dom has really helped my channel grow. I really do appreciate him. He's been definitely like monumental in my channel growth. And my last interview on his channel made his wife get into reselling when he had been trying for years to get her into it, and she never would. And she's a nurse, and she heard me talking about it, and she actually got into it because of me. So Dom was like thanking me. So I'm really excited to be on his channel again.
She's good at finding stuff too. She's really good at.
She really is. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Holly wants to know, okay, we're going to start quick fire. Who is a fellow reseller YouTuber you would like to meet in person that you haven't already met?
So I have a few that I talked to and haven't met yet. So Melinda at Tailored and Teal, Kristen D is another jewelry reseller that she and I chat. And then there's Gorgeous and Bob Buys. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that I have not met. So those are the ones that come top of mind for me.
Yeah, I would like to meet Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, Chris over at Patriot Picker, Julian. I would love to meet you in person one day. I'd love to meet Dom. Got to meet Dom prime time. And I've already met Kat.
There's a ton, but I would like to meet people from my own state. Like I have one like Casey, Carolina the Hustler, Carolina Thrifter. He's like down the road, like 2 hours. We've never met. So I was always like, we should probably, me and him and some other people around the same area. We all have YouTube channels. We should all get together. Like we're an hour away.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I met so many this year.
Met a ton this year.
I met a ton of people this year. I would definitely like to meet Dom. I talk to Dom primetime all the time. I would like to meet some of the West Coast people for sure. There's a lot. Everybody's like, come west. And I'm like I looked up Vegas. Vegas is like a day and 5 hours. Like I cannot just drive a day. I can drive 14 hours to Pennsylvania. I can drive 8 hours to Julian in South Carolina. I cannot drive straight through a day and 3 hours to Vegas.
You have to fly to Vegas.
Kat, if you go on high bid and win an auction in Vegas, you
There
will
you go.
right there. I guarantee.
I almost drove to Vegas for some baseball cards when Rev Resale made me think I needed them. I did almost drive to Vegas for that. So I mean, I can, and I'm not a flyer. I like to drive. So I would like find somewhere, probably 2 stops, I think, to get there. That would be a longer excursion.
I have an aunt that lives in Texas. Maybe we can work out something.
there you go.
Listen, I have people all over the U.S. that have offered me places. It's absolutely incredible. They're like, "Oh, I have Airbnb. Like, you could come." And it's so I need to start writing it down where I like have places that I can go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying. I already met Kevin Commonwealth. I met Part-Time Picker. I met a lot. I've met a lot of YouTubers. Like I went to
You've met all
Cincinnati
of
and that
us.
was like
You said-
200 people. I went up in Pennsylvania. So
You said before you started that
I
this chat
know.
was one of you don't
It
usually
is.
have
I've met
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah.
And I was going to say Tim had over the years, but I met him in Cincinnati. Like I've already met him. Like I already met Mark. I already met Richard. I would like to meet Duncan. I don't plan on going across the pond because I can't drive there. So Duncan, you have to come here. And I like meeting everybody. Again, I'll be at Renninger's if you're in Florida, the 14th through the 16th, and would like to come.
Yeah, let me know when you're going to be there because I definitely want to.
Yeah, I'm going to be there all 3 days. I already have an Airbnb. I'm there. There. Dab wants to dab. It's Deb Davenport. When are you going to do another live sale? I might do one next Friday. I could possibly do one next Friday. I've been thinking about it, and they've done well. Now, that's on my channel, but the next live sale on Yvonne Thrifty Rich's channel is going to be January 12th. I know that for sure. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mary Jo wants to know, is there an app to cross-post to Etsy and eBay? Yes, it is List Perfectly, listperfectly.com. If you use code The Nurse Flipper, all one word, you will get 30% off, and it's really, really easy. And I use it to cross-post from eBay to Facebook and now Etsy. We were doing Mercari and Poshmark as well, but I stopped. And Poshmark, I stopped because I couldn't search my closet. It was nothing they did to me. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll and get through the questions. Joe Childress, how do you join? Oh, to join the channel membership. I think some people it has to be on the computer, especially with Apple devices. I think you have to be on the computer and click join. It's under any video on the computer. Jeremy wants to know our favorite Christmas goodie. I don't know if he means presents or what he means.
Oh, maybe. Or yeah. I mean, as far as I will say, my steak, I made filet and lobster tail for Christmas dinner.
Ooh.
The steaks came out freaking amazing this year. So that was my favorite like treat this year. But
He said
as far
food.
as presents,
Okay, food.
Yep, food.
yes. And then we make the thumbprint cookies. I love with the jam in the middle. That's my like favorite dessert.
Mine has to be chocolate meringue pie.
This year, well, actually, for the last couple of years, we've been frying a duck. Like we fry a whole duck, and it came out perfectly this year. It was delicious. And then I like the cookies that have the little Hershey kiss in the middle.
Peanut butter.
Hands down.
I
Hands
was
down.
going to say that, and you took my answer. I really was like, because I've been on like my weight loss thing. So I lost 40 pounds this year. I haven't like really
Nice.
like overly impressed that. I want to lose another 60 pounds in 2022. That is my goal. So hopefully I will do that. I will do it. I will do it. But on Christmas, I let myself eat whatever. So I went off plan for a day. So, and I had a lot of the cookies with Hershey's Kisses in the middle.
They're the
Somebody
best.
made
So the one day last week that did I have off or was it Christmas? I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was last weekend before Christmas. I said, okay, we're gonna make cookies. So like we made this list of like 4 different cookies, and then my younger daughter said, I want to make the peanut butter and Hershey Kiss cookies. So I was like, great. So my older daughter and I are making all these other cookies that we said, and I said, Delaney, do you want to make your cookies now? No, I'm not quite ready yet. So we'd make another kind of cookie. Delaney, you ready to make? No, I'm not ready yet. So I did give her Hershey Kisses to unwrap. So we have a bowl of unwrapped Hershey Kisses in the refrigerator, still waiting.
that are ready for cookies.
Oh, they'd be
Yes.
gone. I would eat them all.
You can send me the Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah.
And I see another member too. We will get it. I'm going to try and get through these questions. Can you have 2 Glassy sisters? Can you have a successful eBay store if you cap at 1,000 items?
Sure.
Yeah, there's people with 300 items and they kill it.
All depends on what you're selling. So yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I know people that have successful stores with 100 items that are
Ooh.
making more money than I am. It really depends on what you sell. Diane Mattis over on Facebook said she's finally going to sign up for WorthPoint. What's your code again? It's a link, so I have to send it to you. So if you message me on Facebook, either Kat Breitbarth or the Nurse Flipper, I will send you the link. I know it and can type it, and they're typing it in the chat, but she's on Facebook. So they can't see the YouTube. She can't see the YouTube track.
I'm trying to figure out what that image is, her profile image.
It looks like amethyst.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a stone.
On a hairy arm or something.
No, it's on like velvet, I think. Why have you hairy arm?
That's all velvet.
Andrew says, love your Death Pile Destruction group. I didn't even know it was your group till tonight. Well, yes.
There you go.
A lot of people don't know it's my group, and then they talk to me like it's not, and I let them know that it is.
That's right.
We've had a couple of issues.
My group,
Okay. We have our rules, and they're there for a reason. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
Oh, I know.
Question of the night.
One horse-sized duck.
Probably the one horse-sized duck because I could just shoot it.
Absolutely. Hands down. Not a competition.
Yeah, I agree. Just the one.
Just one.
Jeremy, you're pushing your question limit. How many pets do you have and children do not count?
Our pets are our children.
Yeah.
Come
We have
on.
2 dogs and a fish and a snail.
I've got 3 cats.
I have 1 dog.
I have 4 dogs, 3 cats, 4 chickens, 2 axolotls, and a bunch of fish.
You have a zoo.
I have a zoo. I had more of a zoo before Dalton was here. I had peacocks and turkeys and goats.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, can you print out a list of your sold items for the year on eBay? I don't think you can print out the items for the whole year. I think you can print out like reports for the whole year, but I don't think it would be itemized except the last 90 days, right?
No, there is a way. I can't do it without doing it.
I think you have to have the option turned on.
No, because when you go into your reports, you can do customized and you can do it for whatever dates. I do it monthly, so I always have it pulled every month, but you can go back to there is a way. I'd have to do it.
Bradford said it seems many resellers said about 25% for taxes. Would that be 25% of sold prices or income after fees? So if you set some aside, tell how much you set aside and of what.
I am not a tax accountant.
Yeah, let us preface that.
Yeah, we're not tax
accountants. And this is my first year paying taxes, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, about 20% for me, and that's the net after you've paid everything, what you actually make.
Yeah, I usually do between 25, 30%. It's going to be your net. But also when I use my QuickBooks, it already will give me my deductions and it will tell me my quarterly estimated taxes that I need to pay as long as you do that all correctly. So it really helps you out.
Yeah, and I set 20% of profit that I pull to pay myself because everything else is getting reinvested. So that's how I do it. And that's just me. Not even my accountant told me that. I just decided to do that. Leroy says, I make a difference to him, but that Julian guy tries to steal his market.
He's the one that brought it up a long time ago, what he did. And I was like, that's a good idea.
I know. So it was forever ago. I remember that.
Yeah, I may have borrowed it.
We can answer this really quick. And I know, right? Are any of us considering doing whatnot?
I am considering doing whatnot.
No.
No, I don't. I don't.
Not
they
right
sell
now.
different things than I sell.
I am, but a little bit, not a lot of it. Just
I'm invested into looking into it.
Yeah, that my plate runneth over. I have a lot going on. Joe wants to know how to use Instagram to promote. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Very carefully. No, I mean, like I just like today I posted when I was going to be here and that, and if I sell something that I'm really excited about, like I'll post that on Instagram. So I don't know. I'd say it's more sharing with fellow resellers though than promoting to sell things through Instagram. So that's my take.
Yeah, same here. I don't actually try to just sell something outright, just promote solds and whatnot.
Yeah, Instagram's a posting game. If you want to post 5-10 times a day or something like that, you know, that would probably work out. But
yeah, and I use Instagram really to promote my YouTube. I don't use Instagram to promote my eBay, or I would post like newly listed items. I just post sold items to like get the knowledge out there of what's selling right now. So I use it to promote my YouTube. Bill said when he had his kidney removed, he said his handling time for 7 days and sold stuff while he was in the ICU. That's dedication.
That is dedication.
That is total dedication. All right. We are going. Hold on. I'm down to like 20 minutes left. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. So Peggy's saying, yes, Etsy is 20 cents per listing, but that's for 4 months. Overall fees are less than eBay. I'm glad to hear that. I told my mom, I think we're going to list like 500 and then kind of see what happens. So that's my goal for right now is we're going to get to 500. If I'm having some sales, then because 500 is $100 at 20 cents per listing. So I'm like, I'm going to do that. And we're going to see where we're at that point.
But that's for 4 months. So if things sell within that 4 months, you're not paying that whole
And they said it replaces. So like if an item for that 20 cents sells in a month, you can list another item for the 3 months under that 20 cents. That's what Rob and Lisa, couple of pickers, told me. John, did you answer this question from John, Julian?
I didn't. How do you ship
How
a
do you
set of-
ship a set of iron golf clubs? Do you buy the box or create your own Frankenbox? And is shipping with USPS costly?
No, it's going to be, I can put it in, if you watch one of my videos on shipping it, there's a certain way to do it. You can put it in one of the triangle boxes and just put a little bit on top of it. It does not become an oversized package. And it's going to go out, though, if it's a whole iron set, 8 to 9 pounds. So whatever that would be at a regular rate. So it's really not that costly.
Item sold with first class shipping. Item was delivered. Buyer filed with eBay that they never received it. I uploaded the traffic number showing it was delivered. Do I refund or wait?
Wait.
No, don't ever.
Refund. It was
Do not
delivered.
refund.
Don't refund.
eBay will back you. It is on them, not you. It's not your problem if someone stole it out of their mailbox. So do not refund, period. If you provided a tracking number saying that it was delivered, that is all you need.
Yep,
Sonny believes in me. That's all that
There you
matters is that Sonny believes in me, so I can do it. I really don't know why I'm so giddy tonight. I'm not drinking or anything. I think it's because I took a shower, did my hair. I shower daily. I mean,
I was gonna say, do you want a cookie?
but I shower when I go to bed. I took a shower to blow dry my hair for my 2 videos. So I'm I got my straight hair
You're all
going
gussied
on.
up.
No ponytail line. Oh, sorry, Deb. I did miss your question. And guys, I'm scrolling fast, and with 500 people in the chat, I missed stuff. When, if ever, do you insure your packages? Do you limit it to certain dollar values?
Yeah, I think that I've done it for over $500.
Yeah, you automatically get $100 anyway, and I think I've insured maybe 2 other items that were more expensive, but
I usually insure over 200.
Yeah, and you get, when you print with eBay, if you're a top rated seller, you get $100 of priority insurance versus $50. Pirate Ship also gives you $100 in insurance for USPS. If it's over $100 that's not covered with the free insurance, I typically do insure if my item is over that. Christy, you absolutely 110% need to print out. I don't print mine out, but if they send them in a box, I keep them, and I can go back to all my past. I have them all in my email where if I were audited, I could print them, but my accountant pulls what I paid to the auction companies from my bank account. But I can search, I never delete a high bid invoice. It's all in my email, and I print it if I needed to, and you need to. And you also need to print your mileage. Yes, guys, I'm highlighting this again, and then we're gonna. I think I got through the questions again. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will tell you why I quit Mercari. I will tell you why I think you should never sell on Mercari, and you should stop if you are. At 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, I'm banging on the table. That's probably what's got me so fired up because I did that video. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on Dominic Primetime Treasure Hunters channel. Urban Fossicker, any advice for posting a vinyl record internationally?
Anything that I list to sell internationally is through the global shipping program, so I would go that way.
I don't ship internationally except direct to Canada. So
I also ship through the global shipping program.
And I use Standard International, and if I sold records, I would buy the record boxes, but I don't sell records. But if I did, I would buy those record boxes.
Definitely buy the record boxes.
Renee, Renee is saying, check out on Etsy. You need free shipping in order to get your listing promoted. Free shipping is really not my vocabulary. So first, I'm going to have to see if I get any sales on eBay or on Etsy. Like I said, we're kind of going full swing into it. Where before I just tried a few items, we're going to list 500 items, which is a pretty good number. I'm going to see if I get sales, and then I might consider it, but I don't know if I would do that. But we are only doing items, I think, $20 and higher. So there are no cheap items and no shoes, I'm not putting shoes on Etsy. And unless they're vintage clothing, no clothing is going on Etsy. Julian, do you have a particular plan with QuickBooks?
I do. It's called, I actually just looked, it's called QuickBooks Self-Employed. It does cost money. I pay $24.99 a month, but it is well worth it to me.
Perfect.
Which is tax deductible.
Does anybody know? I believe I don't see why List Perfectly would not work in Canada if you can sell on the platforms in Canada. Like it would copy between the platforms no matter where you are. But I thought I heard that you can't do Facebook Marketplace shipping in Canada. And I don't think like Mercari and Poshmark are in Canada yet.
I think Poshmark might be in Canada because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are. But
Okay.
so I don't
they
know
could
if
use
List Perfectly works with it.
I bet it does because it just like pulls up.
Yeah.
Julian, have you sold the Scooby-Doo plush
I
yet?
haven't. Look at him.
Would you like to get it and show it to her?
Hey, I was interested in that too, so we're gonna have to
We'll auction it right now. Marsha's an auctioneer. We'll
I
auction
was.
Scooby.
I let my thing lapse. Sorry.
She said nobody can't do it. Well, Julian can do it because it's his own stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and watch this.
Cute.
Scooby-Doo is available. Scooby-Doo is available. He is posted on Julian's eBay store.
And I always give good deals to viewers.
And you get a free snap.
I have not, has anybody heard of this? Do any of us plan on selling on Amazon Live?
I don't sell on Amazon, so I don't know that they do. I didn't know they did live.
I don't sell on Amazon either.
I had no idea.
This is news
Sounds
to us.
pretty cool, though. Yeah.
It does sound pretty cool. Oh, there's Dale's channel. I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click. So Amy at Edge City Traders said she doesn't do free shipping on Etsy, but she's paying for a whole. So yeah, I'm going to have to learn all that stuff. I might have to find an Etsy centered YouTube channel to watch. I know Tim sells on there, but I mean somebody that's like solely Etsy. So I can like learn some about Etsy myself because I do not know. And I know if I start having sales, you guys are going to ask me questions. So I got to learn some stuff. So we got through all the questions.
Good job.
Hey.
Tim, it's in your settings somewhere where to start with GSP. And you just turn it on and then that's it. And then you're in.
It's super easy.
Did Richard get it?
No. He's talking about something else. Yeah, I think he bought from me.
Okay. Well, Richard, you should have sent an offer. That's your own fault.
Do you have that
All
on?
right,
Do you have the Scooby on buy it now or auction?
I do. Hey, buy it now.
Buy it now.
He's available, guys. He's available. All right. Thank you all for watching us. We still got 440 in the chat. Hold on. I'm going to tell you who's on next week. Dale and Marsha say goodbyes. And if you have anything coming.
I have nothing.
I don't have anything either. So.
But I'm
Julie,
going to
do
get
you have
back
a
on
video
board
tomorrow?
in January.
I dropped one tonight. I will have one not tomorrow, but the next day.
Oh, perfect. We're on opposite, like alternating.
We are on
days for a
opposite.
little
Yep.
while.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I will have my Mercari video out at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And tomorrow night, I will be on Dominic Primetime Treasure Hunter at 9 p.m. And funny enough, my first guest of next year is going to be Dom Primetime Treasure Hunter, along with JF Resell Heroes, who has been on with us before, and he is absolutely amazing. He's in Canada.
Yep.
So
Nice.
will be a great show for the first show starting off the year. And I will finally tell you all my rant about Mercari tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. Check the ladies out, even if they aren't making regular videos. Their channels are in
I have videos
the
going
description.
out.
Yeah, Dale's making videos.
So wait, just real quick, the next thing I bought 4 Thread Up designer boxes that my family and I, so there's 4 people in my family, my husband and my 2 kids. So we're each going to take a box and open it. So we'll have like a battle of the boxes among the family.
You got to have a voting thing or something.
That'll be fun. Okay. Cha-ching King. Right now, I will tell you, I am booked up until March 22nd on my show. But I will put you on March 22nd. So you better message me on. I'm writing it right now. I'm writing it.
Go.
So no,
It's
you
official.
don't apply. You just
You
ask.
applied. Check.
You just did. Boom, done.
Check.
All right.
And then of course, the name of my Etsy store is Nurse Flipper, because I think I used to have the Nurse Flipper, and I don't know what I did with the password. It's Nurse Flipper. No, the is the name of my Etsy store. Yes, March, Paul, March. Would you like to come on with Cha-Ching King? And then I will be booked until April.
There you go.
Yes. Thank you. March 2022. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Cha-Ching King and Paul, message me on Instagram. I will get you scheduled on the show. Both of you guys have been around for a while. I'm happy to have you on. We will see you guys the next week with Dominic, Primetime Treasure Hunter, and JF Resale Hero. I'll see you in my video tomorrow night. Goodbye, guys.